In a remote West African village bordered by the dense Ogbunike jungle, whispers of dark rituals haunted the air. Children wept in their mothers' arms each time the drums began to beat at midnight. Over time, villagers began to vanish, first one hunter, then a young bride, then 3 more. Fear gripped the entire community. But one rainy morning, a group of weary farmers stumbled upon a clearing deep within the jungle, where something shocking lay before them: blood-streaked stones, strange markings scorched into the earth, and the horrifying truth of what had really been happening in the shadows. Ogbunike jungle was thick, wild, and feared. Villagers spoke of spirits guarding the paths, punishing anyone who dared stray too far. Kelechi, a respected hunter, was among the first to disappear. He left home one moonlit evening, promising his wife fresh meat, but never returned. Soon after, others vanished the same way. The elders said it was the wrath of ancestors. Few dared to enter the jungle anymore. Weeks passed, and the jungle seemed to grow more alive at night. Drums thundered after sundown, carrying strange rhythms that sent shivers down the spine. Mothers clutched their children close, doors were barricaded, yet still the disappearances continued. The youngest victim was only 7, a boy named Chijioke, snatched from his sleeping mat. The next morning, the villagers found animal bones arranged in disturbing patterns at the edge of the trees, with what looked like dried blood splattered on the ground. Rumors swirled of a secret cult performing forbidden rites. The chief called for volunteers to venture into the jungle, but most refused, terrified of what they might find. Eventually, 4 farmers and an old herbalist, Okon, gathered their courage and set out at dawn to confront whatever awaited. After hours of hacking through thick vines and listening to strange whispers carried by the wind, the group stumbled upon a hidden clearing. What they saw froze their blood. A massive stone altar stood at the center, dark with fresh blood. Around it, strange wooden effigies hung from trees, painted with ashes and feathers. At the base of the altar lay torn clothing and personal trinkets of the missing: Kelechi's hunting knife, the bride's red scarf, and even little Chijioke's sandal. Behind the altar crouched a familiar face, the village's own elder priest, Aneo, his hands and chest smeared with blood, his eyes wild with madness. Aneo was seized and bound by the farmers. When questioned, he claimed the jungle demanded sacrifices to keep the spirits at bay, and he was merely following the old ways. The villagers, though shaken and angry, tore down the ritual site and cleansed the clearing with fire. In the weeks that followed, no more drums sounded at night, and the disappearances stopped. But the memory of that morning lingered, a warning about how fear and superstition can twist even the wisest among us into something unrecognizable. If this tale moved you, remember to subscribe to Home of Folktales for more filled with lessons, mysteries, and courage. Share with someone who needs to hear this.